Hundreds of hopeful teachers are already working in HISD classrooms. Like districts across the country, HISD has struggled to recruit certified teachers. In an effort to solve the growing problem, this year the state-appointed administration introduced the teacher apprentice role, which allows the district to hire uncertified teachers to fill gaps and prepare for their careers. KPRC 2's Candace Burns has spent the school year at Fleming Middle School documenting the changes implemented at that campus. This morning, Candace is joining us live in Studio A to share more about what she's learned about the role and why one soon-to-be teacher believes students are benefiting greatly. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
Talk to us. Tell us all about this.
Okay, so the teacher apprentice program was approved by the school board for uncertified teachers, mainly teachers who are working to get their bachelor's in education, or maybe they already have their bachelor's and they're still working to get certified. And so they're able to get hired by the district. They train, they're supposed to be training under certified teachers, learning the new education system model, which was introduced by the new administrators. This is a new curriculum that's being enforced in NES campuses. So they're learning that model. And then once they meet certain criteria, they will be hired by the district to be teachers.
Okay.
And so it's kind of like a pipeline.
Yeah, a pipeline. It's almost like what we're doing in television. We hire people in this day and age that have little to no experience right out of college, whereas once upon a time you would have to work your whole career to get where you needed to go. Do these teachers who are uncertified have any teaching experience?
Some of the teachers are certified. Some of them are not certified. Some of them say, I just want to get a little bit of experience just to be clear. So I'd encourage parents to go and talk to teachers and say, hey, are you certified? Do you have your certifications? How are you working in the classroom with the teacher? So I do want to make that point. But the ones who aren't certified, the ones I talked to at Fleming, all of them have some substitute teaching experience, some full-time substituting. So they have some experience, at least at the campus that I've been embedded on. So yes.
It's fascinating, not to talk too much inside ball here, but there are so many parallels to this scenario, to what the television industry is experiencing with.
It really is.
Right?
Yes.
Right? I'm thinking in my mind, like, we're in what, market 6, 7 in Houston?
High market, top 10.
Yeah, this was a market that people would work their entire careers to make it to. We are now hiring people right out of college. These people have little to no experience.
And they're being trained on the job. It's the world that we're living in.
It's
Everybody is trying to, make it work.
Yeah, make it work. Make it work.
Because to be fair, like you mentioned in the intro, there's a teacher shortage. We all know that. And also,
there's a producer shortage.
Right. There was a misunderstanding that HISD was the only district doing this, but there are districts across Houston that are already hiring uncertified teachers to do the same thing. The difference at Fleming, at least, because I can only speak for this campus and every campus is different, they are working under certified teachers. So they're getting their training there. They're not having a classroom to themselves. They might fill in for a teacher. They might, if the teacher is sick, they might fill in for that teacher for that day, but they're following the lesson plan. They're following what they learned from that teacher. They're not in charge of a class by themselves on that campus.
For so many, this is a wonderful opportunity for these teachers looking to get into this industry, this career. What's reaction been like?
So at the school board meetings, there's been a lot of anger. You can understand if you're seeing a headline and you don't read the article and it says uncertified teachers in HISD, you're concerned because these are your children. This is our future. But if you read a little bit into it, even if you go onto the website of the district and you read what this means and how it's working, you understand like, oh, it's a pipeline. They're being trained. And then ask questions because like I said, every campus is different. And so you can talk to your principal and figure out what exactly is this uncertified teacher
what
doing in the classroom with my
like.
kid. Make sure you have proper understanding for yourself, not, so that you feel comfortable with the situation.
You've spoken to a teacher apprentice. What has this person said about this opportunity?
So she says this is great for her, obviously, because she's getting on-the-job training. She feels more confident when it's time for her to get that certification, have that role for herself in the classroom, which she'll be teaching our children in HISD, and she's that more experienced, right? But she also says this is good for the children because from her perspective, when the teacher is out, say she gets sick or she has a family emergency, this teacher has been working with that teacher. She can step right in. The lesson is not interrupted. The kids are still learning. Remember when we had a substitute?
Oh, of course.
And we'd be
it
like,
was chaos, right? You wanted to like...
We're going to do crossword puzzles all day long.
Yeah.
Well, that's not happening, at least least in these classrooms.
Okay.
And also she says there's 2 teachers in the classroom now.
Yeah.
So one is teaching and the other one can keep an eye on who might not be catching on as quickly, and they can offer that added support.
Okay, and I think
Also she I always forget this part. We have a sound bite from her. You can hear from in her own words what she thinks about the system.
It helps me be prepared for when I have the classroom of my own, shows me what to do, the type of things that I would like to put into place, come up with different types of activities, games, things like that to keep the kids engaged. Just like the teacher, I come in, make sure all the materials are out, put into place, our lessons, everything is written on the board. We have our curriculum map. And then make sure that we have everything set up. They get to have 2 teachers in the classroom while one is teaching. If the kid don't understand, I get to aggressively monitor and make sure that they understand it.
So just added supports.
Yeah, you know, there's that old expression, a rising tide lifts all ships, and here, you know, it's fascinating to see, you know, this apprentice teacher is getting the experience they need, right, to enter the career of being a teacher.
And be ready.
The students are at an advantage because they have 2 educators in the room helping facilitate their lesson, and then the teacher has assistance.
It looks like a solution to a problem.
Yeah, it does. It does.
We have to wait and see how it all works out. But
And that's what's really incredible with this, you being embedded at Fleming, is that you will continue to follow this to see if this, in fact, is a solution and if it's working.
And that's so important. This is the state's largest school district.
Yeah.
There's a lot of change, and it polarized the district. It polarized the state.
Yes. Yeah.
So we want to be there, and most importantly, for the kids, this is why we're doing this, because we want to make sure that what's being rolled out is benefiting the kids.
Yeah, of course, it's always about the kids. Candace, as always, thank you very much for waking up early and joining us on KPRC 2 Plus now at 8.